Previously, in the dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party met with Lurkana, Azraq's second-in-command, mate, and the mother of their son, Ezrah Cog. Lurkana told the party that she had heard rumors of her son's return to Undermountain. After the scenario the Legion had been through in the past few months, Lurkana had realized that, unfortunately, Azraq would not remain a strong leader forever. She would need a successor. And while the Legion didn't operate under any hereditary succession, she truly believed that her son, Ezrah Cog, was the next best leader to Azraq. Trouble was that Ezrah Cog had left to get out from under his father's shadow, and his return might just be a rumor. Either way, this wasn't a pressing matter, just something that Lurkana wanted the party to know, to be aware of. And this revelation was given with a show of vulnerability that the party had not seen from Lurkana before, a sign that she had grown to trust the party. The party agreed to keep an eye out, understanding that their adventures might take them far below, and that if they could, they would try to make choices that benefited the Legion. One such choice, available to them now, would be defeating the Aboleth Ilun and freeing the farms from the aberration's twisted influence. But fighting an aquatic creature like that in its lair was a big concern for the party. Ezrah could give everyone the ability to breathe underwater, but actually catching up to the creature, that might be difficult without some ingenuity or some increased abilities. At first, the party thought to craft some gear to aid themselves, but this proved somewhat difficult to find materials for. Ultimately, the party decided to approach the Kuatoa on the 4th level and hopefully be able to obtain some materials from them. First, though, on their way out of Sargoth, the party decided to head back to the dwarven doors that had thwarted them for so long. And, lo and behold, Bones, now magically recognized as a dwarf thanks to the heart of the mountain, was able to easily open the doorway, leading into a massive chamber filled with square-cut granite blocks and partially finished statues. In the center of the chamber, though, slept a giant Zorn. The party thought to sneak around the perimeter first, to see if there was anything to find. No reason to fight this creature if they didn't have to. During this exploration, Bones found an illusory stone block that was hiding an alabaster throne. The lost throne of the Coronal. Unfortunately, Matashtai's light woke the sleeping Zorn, who rose in a fury that was quelled rather quickly as Bones began to speak to the creature in its native tongue. Bones, and later Ezrah, were able to negotiate with the ancient Zorn, the darkest rain shadow, and promised to restore the old ways. The party didn't quite know what that meant, but if it meant that the darkest rain shadow would be their ally, then maybe it was worth a try. The creature left to traverse towards the heart of the mountain, seeking moss-covered rock near stream. And then the party left, heading out onto the Sargoth and downriver, eventually making their way to the placid waters of Skullport Harbor. But they weren't interested in stopping at Skullport just yet, due to the recent history with the Xanathar Guild. So they decided to just continue onwards, down to the 4th level. As they were passing out of the harbor, however, Bones, with his supernatural perception, saw an emaciated Kuatoa hiding in the back of a cave and decided to investigate. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a language barrier. Bones tried to communicate via drawings, but had little success. Matashtai tried to communicate via telepathy, but the maddened mind of the Kuo-toa was too much for the monk to filter. So, ultimately unable to... Ultimately unable to speak with the Kuo-toa, Bones left the creature food, feeling sorry for it, on 3 separate scenarios. After the 3rd time, the Kuo-toa motioned for the party to wait, then dove into the water of the harbor, and it returned a few minutes later carrying a thick, rubbery cloak that it then gifted to the party. Ezrah, later, identified this as a Cloak of the Manta Ray, which gave its wearer the ability to breathe underwater, and more importantly in this particular situation, magically enhanced swimming. The party was 1 step closer to being able to challenge Elune. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.